on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Pistol. Kill. Hey. Shit.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 5 at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check three. Jumper. Deuce.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And some room to roam now. 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Blue 80. 59. One. Sponge. No. General. Wax. Jim.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And this is Cook with a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Watch the twist.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
They run again on first down. Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From the red zone now, Mariota. He's got Smith here. And stopped a few yards shy of the 3. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
A run for Nick Chubb. Oh, he shifts past him. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. On third down, here's Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. So on fourth down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the left hash, this from 46. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. On first and 10, here's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check. One.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Mike, check. 59. I'm going to come back to you.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. It's caught. Smith. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 3. Go.
Mayfield to throw it. It's complete to Fuller. 23 yards the pickup there. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to want into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Check. Slam. Motion.
Now Cook, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Mike, watch the run. He's shot, baby. That's a baby shot. He's coming.
On second down, it's Bell.
You ain't going nowhere.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Get ready. One. 59. Delta. It's a party now.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Irv Smith Jr. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the problem.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Check 37. Check 1.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Man, I got you. Go. 59's mark. Check. 1.
On third and 1, here's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead here. Where we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, alert 33. 180.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 47. Mayfield looks to throw, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Browns.
180. Real. Check 9. Real. Check 13.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
He's checking. Crash. Wide. Hey, 133.
They'll try to run with Hunt. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Check. Crash. Regular. 26.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Lucky. Kill.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota lets it fly for Thielen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Check. Three.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now Mayfield. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
17, Vikings 7.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
King. Watch the shit. SOS. King.
Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Undercut. Back. Hurry. Watch the shit.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Mike is 59. Hey, I'm coming. Mike 5'9.
One.
I'm coming after you. Check.
One.
Joker.
On 1st down, Bell. And some room to work. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
36. Watch the twist. Slam.
Hurry.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Regular. Point it right. Hey, shoot.
Here's Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell, and not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sione Takitaki in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Here we go.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Darquez Denard there to make the tackle. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And some space here. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
On 1st down, Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Tighten up. Exit.
Here's Mariota. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Vikings 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. One. Safety creep. Under 10. Under 10.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check. Begin. Hey, alert.
And now again. The play clock's going to run out on him. That'll make it 1st and 15. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Vikings, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready and 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to